Season 2 brought to you by Sports Plus. In this Sports Debate Show, we welcome your thoughts, say what you gotta say, so speak your mind freely. I'm your host for tonight, Kyla Cortez, and joining me are Darren Ritualo and Juan Banal. How are you guys? Happy Monday!
Good evening. Ngarag lang papunta dito no?
Traffic talaga.
Monday traffic is a killer.
Everyday traffic. So before we start, sports fans, if you're ready to elevate your sports experience, dive into the world of live sports like never before with Sports Plus. Whether you're a die-hard fan or simply love the thrill of the game, we've got you covered. So register now at sportsplus.ph. So if you guys are ready, I'm leading you guys with our hot takes for tonight. So first, Cone Chuo tandem working wonders. Second, who will end their drought? CSB or Mapua? Third, PBA trade alert. Napaka-fresh na to. SMB and Ter Fair ba ito? And then NBA recap and of course, SPN expert picks. So, for first hot take, eto na. So, we all know yung result ng Gilas Pilipinas. And napag-usapan din natin to last Friday since we mentioned nga yung recent win against New Zealand. But right now, syempre recent win again with Hong Kong. And Conan Chua, bagong management. What do you guys think?
Well, ganda ng ginagawa nila Coach Team Conan, of course, si Boss Al Francis Chua. Hindi ako sanay natawagin Boss kasi naging coach ko yan naging coach ko sa Tanduayan. He's the one who drafted me sa PBL, 1998. Yeah, I was 19 years old, so it was a long time ago. It is working wonders because so far we won against New Zealand and against Hong Kong. So sa Hong Kong, convincing win yun. Tapos nag-step up yung mga, syempre, sila Carl Tamayo, KQ's there also. Although Dwight, I think, may naramdaman, diba? So, everybody performed and then nakikita natin yung consistency ngayon ni Kai Soto kasi he was really dominant against New Zealand, so against the Tall Black. So, yeah, lumalabas lahat ng laro nila under Coach Team Conan, Boss Al Francis Chua.
I mean, results show, di ba?
Yeah.
Parang yun naman ultimately, di ba? With all due respect to Coach Chot, after that Korea stint, 2012 was that the year, parang people were just, glorifying Coach Chot and his team and coaching staff, di ba? But then after that, parang nagkaroon tayo ng drought. Coach Tab took over at some point, and then Coach Chot again came into the picture when that position was vacated, di ba? Nung iniwan yun and he really did try his best to form a team, but you have to give it also to this tandem, di ba? They broke so many, well, not naman broke records, but were able to accomplish feats that haven't been accomplished for quite some time. Beating New Zealand, never done before for us, at least in 5 matches already. And then yung beating a European team after how many years? 16 years, I think, or so. And then winning gold in Asia, di ba? And then now, because of the 4 straight wins that we have, it automatically qualifies us for the Asia Cup and so FIBA Asia. So results will speak for itself, di ba? I mean, that's the direct, straight answer, di ba? It's the change that people have been clamoring for. It happened. It's a breath of fresh air. But I think what's good is for me personally, it's also the alignment, di ba? From management. And then ngayon, makikita mo, si Coach LA na rin ang nasa Batang Gilas. So yung pathway na bubuo, hoping to sustain it, di ba?
Yeah.
Yun naman yung prayer natin lahat ng mga Pinoy, di ba? Na hindi siya matapos. Hindi rin naman bumabata si Coach Tim, hindi rin naman bumabata si Boss Al, di ba? So, Coach Ellie is, although he's new in coaching, he's not also getting any younger, di ba? So parang, eventually, give them how many years or so, Coach Tim, I'm sure parang nakakapagod din. Isipin mo, magko-coach ka sa PB, tapos magko-coach ka pa sa Gilas, nakakapagod yun, that can take a toll, di ba? So, you don't really know how long, 64 years pa yun sa European pala, di ba? But you'll never know how long this trio hanggang kay LA mo pa di ba? Yung tatlo na yan, hanggang kailan pa yan tatagal. But for me, milk it while we can. Habang nandyan pa sila and nagpo-produce ng results, gatasan natin ang gatasan. I think what's amazing also is that si Boss Al kasi, di ba, if there's one thing that parang naririnig natin common sa mga feedback ng mga taong nahawakan niya or nakakatrabaho niya is sobrang mag-motivate, di ba? Ang laking bagay nun for a team manager to be able to do that. Coach Tim says he feels so comfortable talking to Boss Al, di ba? Yung relationship nila nagbe-benefit yung team, eh, di ba? Sa ganda ng tandem nila. Lalo na yung team na tingnan mo ngayon, mix siya ng veterans and then mix siya ng mga bata. May mga college players ka pa nga na naglalaro eh. So, dealing with the players dito, iba-ibang relationship. Di ba? Hindi pwedeng one size fits all. Di ba? Hindi, strict kami, military style, bam, lahat. Hindi gagana yun eh. Di ba? Hindi pwede yung ganun eh. So, I think yung versatility ni Boss Al to relate to different kinds of players in different seasons of their career and then match it with the brilliance of a Tim Cone. Di ba? Makita mo, if you listen into the huddles ng Gilas, grabe si Coach Tim, he's not pulling his punches. Pagka nagkakalat yung player, wala kang pakialam kung ilang time MVP ka or nanalo ka ng championship sa PBA, sisermonan kita sa harap. Keso veterano ka, keso bata ka, papagalitan kita, ilulugan kita. Pero, you can see how they command respect. Eh. So, it's really so far been working wonders for us. And again, like I said, di ba, the results will speak for itself. Yun lang naman yung opinion lang naman ang pwede natin mabigay eh. Pero hanggang walang resulta, opinion lang yun, di ba? Pero ito may resulta eh.
Yeah.
Di ba? So paano mo i-deny na hindi siya nag-work? Di ba? So again, kudos to even SBP for making these moves. Di ba? Boss Al Panlilio also, Ma'am Erica also, for making these moves. These are bold moves, di ba? The changes that they have to make and picking the right people for the job. So I guess the Filipino people are happy so far. Alam mo naman mga Pilipino eh. Madaling makakalimot eh, di ba? Isang talo lang dyan. Ayun na naman, batikot na naman. Di ba? Pero hopefully hindi tayo ganun. Meron na naman napakita, so potentially ito yung kayang gawin ng team. Supportahan natin, malaking bagay sa kanila na we're the sixth man, kumbaga, when it comes to these competitions.
I'm also curious since nakikita natin ang pattern dito how Tim Cone, Al Francis Chu, and Ellie Tenorio talagang in relationship with SMB, with San Miguel. Is there a relationship also with SMB and SBP?
Well, now there is, di ba? I think they broke that wall, that cold wall that people always felt like. Kasi syempre sa PBA, di ba? Pag nakita mo yung mga mother teams dyan, sasabihin mo, oh, ang laki, very clear yung liga na meron talagang MVP team and then may San Miguel team ka, di ba? SMC teams, di ba? So, but parang that's why I love the dynamics ngayon.
Yeah.
Kasi parang nawala yung gano'n eh. Yung competition na diyan ka sa side ng wall mo, dito ako sa side ng wall ko. Parang, depende kung maganda ang usapan, papahiramin ko player ko o hindi. Nawala bigla lahat yun.
Yeah. Diba? Everybody's working together. Like sila Newsome, sila Calvin is there. Yeah. So the other players from playing abroad, like sila Kai, sila Dwight, it's also there. And
then makikita mo na doon si Coach Josh, 'di ba? So nandun din sa team eh, 'di ba? Coach Jongo Chico also, of course, dahil SBP siya. Pero nandun pa rin eh, 'di ba? Nandun yung makikita mo, they're coming together. Actually for the country, 'di ba? And so yun yung nakikita nating resulta ngayon pag nagko-combine ng powers, 'di ba?
So, Coach, question ko naman, since ikaw, kanina na-mention mo na you have a personal relationship na with Al Francis Chua, no? With his personality, attitude, sa tingin mo ba okay yun with Tim Cone? Will they work?
Yeah, of course. Kasi yung nakasama ko si Coach Al Francis, I was like 19 years old. Nakikita ko siya, how he coached the team. Ang team namin sila composed of Eric Meng, Cantonos, Mark Talan. It's all superstars. I was the rookie there and observing everybody. Willie Miller also is there. So kasama namin Gerard Francisco. So everybody's pag nagsalita si Coach Al, talagang nakikinig lahat. Kasi he's very, parang pag nagsalita siya, makikinig ka talaga. Parang ganun yung dating niya.
Yung authority na kinukuman.
Yeah. So I think, kung ano yung authority niya, makikinig lahat. Yeah. I think yung ganun si Coach Al. So yung personality niya, kailangan niya sa team, someone has to tell someone or someone has to put his place kung saan sila dapat malugar, dun sila. Walang superstar sa akin. Lahat kayo pantay-pantay. All of you guys have to perform. Walang prima donna, walang superstar, walang don dito.
Yeah.
So talagang everybody's following that. Lalo na yung mga bata, the kids now, syempre, kailangan, di ba parang, they have to listen to the coaches, everybody. Hindi kailangan, porque nag-gather ko sa ibang bansa, you're others, you have a special treatment. No, everybody's the same. Everybody else will treat you guys the same. Maybe it's like that because he's like that on our team before. So, Coach Tim naman, very strategically talagang he'll say whatever needed to win. Talagang kung sabi nga ni coach na ito sinasabi niya kahit ilang championship pananalo mo, kahit ilang MVPs ka ba, I'm gonna tell it to you straight. Yun lang naman kasi if you're a player, hindi ka pwedeng balat sibuyas. Kung whatever the coach says to you, kung ano sasabihin niya, kung ano instructions niya, kung ano yung napunan niya sa'yo, you have to take it constructively. Even your teammates, kung ano man sasabihin sa'yo, constructively. So, wag kang it's nothing personal. All of you guys wants to win. Yeah.
Okay, any last thoughts sa hot take na to?
Well, I hope we can milk it for me. Gatasan natin habang nandyan pa. Enjoy it while it's there. Like I said, we really have to think, of course, if you're SPP, di ba? Parang meron ka ng formula, nakita mo na pagka ganito pala yung composition, pag ganito klaseng tao nilagay natin, potentially ito yung mangyayari. And again, you have to also credit the fact that nakabuo rin tayo ng isang team na hindi pa natin nakikita. Parang for the Tall Blacks to say na mas matangkad pa ang Pilipinas kesa sa kanila.
Natin,
Parang, okay, kailan last nangyari?
Ang laki natin,
Parang,
yes.
na mga Pinoy pa ang mas malaki. And I think that's in Asia generally, we're probably one of the tallest lineups. So, kudos to SBP for being able to create this team. Madami pa dyan na pwede pang sumali, di ba? Sina Jordan Heading nga, hindi pa nasasama sa lineup, di ba? So, ang dami pa nating bala na pwedeng magamit dyan. Edu pa, si AJ Edu, injured pa, di ba? So, ang dami pang pwedeng abangan. And I think the talent also, talent pool, gumagaling, tumataas din. So, hopefully, masustain lang natin.
Coach?
Yeah. Like what the coach said, andun yung talent. But yung before, yung wala, yung height. So we have that height na talagang, we're giants na. So talagang laking bagay yun, playing international or playing against other countries. Because yung talent is always there. But the height, talagang ngayon, we're gifted with height.
Alright, moving on to our second hot take for tonight. Usapang NCAA naman. So, who will end their draw? CSB or Mapua? Sino ba? Who's your pick ba muna? Yun muna. Doon tayo mag-start.
Well, kailangan bilhin ni Coach rin, CSB.
Hindi, pero kasi CSB.
Sister school yan.
Yeah,
Tapos
CSB.
ano pa, Lasal Green Hills, carry St.
eh.
Benilde as their flagship school, di ba?
Oo.
So, ako naman, for the
Mapua.
sake of the conversation, kasi syempre, pangalan ko, Juan Mapua Banal. Alam mo nga hindi ko piliin yung Mapua, di ba? Nasa apelido ko na nga siya eh. tapos ang huling nag-champion, nung yung Mapua, airpads ko pa ako. Tapos yung anak ko ngayon, naglalaro po sa Mapua. Alam ka naman, hindi ko piliin yung Mapua.
Wait ka na lang.
Di ba, medyo baka ma-hurt na, baka makarinig ako, di ba? Pero again, it's anyone's battle eh. Kasi parang also on the other side, like si Noah, he actually attended, he was invited by Coach Charles, my son. I was invited by Coach Charles to train in CSB. And nakita ko kung how they're running that team. And so, sabi ko na, nung nakita ko kung paano magpatakbo ng practice si Coach Charles, sabi ko, finals to. For sure, finals tong CSB. And then Mapua also, just having the right talent, the heart that they have there. I know for a fact that Coach Chito Victorero is also helping out in the team.
He was there.
Yeah. So, di ba, Coach Yong Garcia, malakas yung coaching staff din ng Mapua. Tapos may Clint Escamis ka, ang dami nilang bala din eh. Ang lalim din ng Mapua. So, to be honest, actually, short anecdote, yung last championship ng Mapua was a back-to-back championship. Si Coach Renren, naalala ko siya, pero nasa high school siya, ng San Beda. Kasama niya si Coach Jenkins Messina. So,
Yes.
bata ako noon, 7 years old ako.
Walang iya.
So, nanonood ako dumaan ako, siyempre, Mapua, may game, pero nakita ko yung juniors naglalaro. Tapos dumadunk yung Jenkins Messina at saka Ren Netualo. Di ako makapaniwala. Sabi ko, high school ba yan? Kasi, galing ako sa small Christian school So, parang, yung high school sa mata ko, hindi ganun, di ba? Nung nakita ko, dumadaktak ako ito. Sabi ko, seryoso ba ito? Pero yun yung San Beda High School ng time na yun. Pero nga yung Mapua, ang panahon ni na Benny Cheng yan. Benny Cheng, Banjo, ano pa ba? Gary Topacio, Chito Victorero, hindi pa ata So, Reynolds So, Jay Mendoza, yan yung mga team na yan, yun yung Mapua nung time na yun. And actually, nung nag-champion sila ng back-to-back, ang premyo, Hong Kong trip. So, ako sumama ko nung kasi 7th birthday ko nung nag-Hong Kong trip yung Mapua. But I remember that team up to now, mga kuyas ko yan, and I look up to them. And so that was the last time Mapua won a championship, right? And then, a few years, alam mo kasi, Coach Ray, ilang beses na dapat munti ka na rin mag-champion Mapua recently. Di ba, last time, kalaban nila Beda. Tapos even before that, munti ka na rin sila, di ba, with sina Bonifacio, di ba, sina Adrian Nocum, di ba? Ano na rin kumbaga, naging perennial contender na tong Mapua. And so they're bound to win a championship. But again, standing in their way is an equally hungry and powerful CSB yung lineup nila nung nakita ko. Nakapag-recruit
Yes.
Ang dami, and even in their team being ang dami pang nakahintay na mga bahala na para papasok ng CSB. And then they have a coach in T.Y. Tang, Charles Chu, Marvin Benvenida. Ang lakas ng coaching staff din nila with Coach Raiko, di ba? So, it's anyone's, to be honest, even yung regular season na laro nila, dikit
Dikit.
Di ba? Endgame na lang hindi tambakan, hindi glaring yung panalo ng isa sa isa't di ba? So, it's really, it's gonna be interesting. 15-3 ang Mapua, 14-4 ang CSB, and dumaan lang sila sa semis. Parang dinaanan lang nila yung semis. Sila na talaga yung magtatapat sa dulo, and so, I don't know. I really don't know. I have to say Mapua, but it can be anyone's team. It can be anyone's championship. Down the wire yan, feeling ko.
Well, ako naman, syempre, I watched the games. Yung Mapua against LPU, it was a strong start by Mapua. Escamis was all over the place. He was scoring like 20 plus points in the first half. And then I think he finished 33. So you can see from the reigning MVP, he really wants to go to the finals against CSB. Tapos hindi lang siya yung story dun because the Cuencos is there also. The other intangibles who stepped up with him kasi he trusted his teammates also, who's like the second, third quarter na talagang nag-grind. Maraming mga teammates siya na nagko-contribute talaga itong Mapua. But obviously, itong Coach Juan said na itong CSB, how they practice, how they execute in the games, you can talagang see na talagang well-coached
Okay.
Yung system nila talagang innate, kumbaga natural na doon sa players. So that's a good sign for a championship team also. Because pag hindi na nagse-second guess yung players, pag alam na nila yung sistema, they know where to go, whatever happens. Kung nag-breakdown din sa offense nila, nag-breakdown sa defense, someone has to help. Alam na nila yung rotations nila. And on offense, pag nag-breakdown yung offense nila, they know where to go. So very solid. They have a solid big man. They have great guards. And of course, syempre, the intangibles like sila Sanko is there. The wings, ang lalaki din ng wings nila. Very dominant din. So talagang it's going to be tough. Pero it's not going to be easy for CSB to take.
Yeah.
Because Mapua, when they play with all their hearts. Makikita mo talaga how they play. They really want it. They dive for every loose balls. Yesterday, talagang, the other night when I saw the game, lahat ng ball na nasa floor, they flat out dive it. Parang parang si si Dennis Rodman, bro, naalala ko, they're gonna go for those 50-50 balls.
On top of that, yung mga rookies pa nila, di ba, Coach Ren? Like, si Buboy Mangubat and si Ubilia din.
Rookie pa lang ba yung Mangubat?
Rookie lang yun. Left
very stable,
steady, diba?
Very steady.
That's right.
So, yeah, it's going to be tough for both teams. Ang ano ko lang sa CSB, they have to match that energy of Mapua. Because they will hustle, they will grind it out, they will refuse to lose. Ang CSB, very methodical, very strategical yung mga attacks sila. They know where to go, they know their strengths. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. Yeah.
Ako excited
Super.
ako mapanood yung the last time Mapua won was the winning shot of Benny Cheng. Buzzer beater siya against San Beda actually.
Winning shot din yung panalo ng Mapua, di ba?
That's right.
Si Escamis ata yung naka-last shot
Yung
na 3 eh.
Layo sa 3
4 points sa PBA eh.
So it's exciting. I think this is one of thus far the battle in terms of NCAA championship that will be remembered and will go down in history as one of the best series, I would say.
But before we move on to our next topic, can you just share us maybe core memory to sa'yo nung bata ka, seeing your dad win that?
Yeah, no. Gumagawa pa kami ng mga pom-poms at signages nung kasi back-to-back eh. So, 1990 and then 1991. So, I would attend practices. I would, bata pa ka noon, 7 years old, 6 years old. Tapos, naalala ko kasi nasa court side ako, sa likod ng ring nakaupo. So, angulo ko saktong-sakto nung nakita ko yung winning shot ni Benny Cheng eh. And it was such a magical moment. As in down the wire, it could have been anyone's ball game. And it was a winning shot of Benny Cheng, who later on played in Ginebra also. And so that was the last championship of Mapua. But like I said, that was history. 1991 pa yun. Pero kasi yung Mapua, we have to talk about the fact that for the last 2-3 years, they've been a perennial contender.
Yeah.
Diba? Kumbaga may pyesa siya. Graduate na yung mga key people nila na sina Warren Bonifacio. Pero nandyan pa rin sila, diba? So, it says a lot about the system that they have created also. Yun nga, rag and tag, kumbaga yung Mapua, physical. Kumbaga yung San Beda last year, talagang yun ang kino-complain, di ba? Pag Mapua ang kalaban mo, bugbugan talaga eh.
May
diba?
masahe na kasama.
Di ba? So, but yun nga, they play with so much heart. And so, you're gonna see a lot of contrasting features of a collegiate basketball team. But you will see the best collegiate teams competing in this series at a very, very high level. And so, please do watch and you'll not regret being part and seeing this whole series.
Alright, it's time for our third hot take. Ito ang pinakamainit. PBA trade alert. San Miguel Viren and Firma. Is this
Fresh
a
off the
fair
oven,
trade? What do you guys think?
So, Tren, ikaw, sabi ko sa'yo, Oper, ikaw yan.
Sino ba na-trade?
Okay, so Vic Manuel and Terrence Romeo from SMB Futera and Wami Tiongsom and Andreas Cahilig to San Miguel.
Well, makikita mo naman yung from San Miguel, Terence Romeo, nag-peak na siya. Diba? Even si Vic Manuel, they already peaked. Itong dalawa from Terra Firma, hindi pa yan nagpipeak.
Tsaka long time coming na yung dalawa eh.
Yes.
Diba? Parang matagal naman ang hinihintay.
Parang uprising tong dalawang to. Si Wami Tiongson and Cahilig. I think Tiongson is one of the top scorers in the league.
Right.
So, he can really shoot. And tong si Cahilig naman, the intangibles. Like what Vic Manuel was doing before. So, parang veterans, tapos upcoming superstars.
Yeah.
Atong nangyayari dito. If you're gonna tell me if it's fair, I think pwedeng makinabang ang bawat teams.
Yeah.
Because Terra Firma needs leaders, needs veterans that who can lead the team. So that's Terence Romeo and Vic Manuel. And for San Miguel, kailangan nilang bumata eh.
Yeah.
They have to be young again, yung lineup nila. So I think both teams will benefit from this trade. Like kasi si Tiongson and then si Cahilig, both can shoot from the outside also. And like I said, itong si Cahilig, medyo all-around guy din to. So yeah, both teams will benefit. So if it's fair, I think it's fair because parehas kailangan ng bawat teams.
paano na yan? Sabi ni Terence nung nag-interview siya way back in 2019.
Nakita ko yan.
Tapos sabi niya, pag wala na daw siya sa SMB, ang plano niya ay magbebenta ng balot.
Pero hindi lang yung balot sa
Si ano yun,
streets,
si-
yung
si-
balot na ikaw siya magsusupply ng itlog.
Si Hoop Junkie
Shout
kasi,
out to
sabi
Hoop
ko,
Junkie.
siya nag-call out yan eh. Pero, it's true. Pero you can see naman, nag-post na rin naman si Terence, di ba, na masama loob niya. But thus is the life of a basketball
That's a basketball,
player.
yes.
Bilog ang mundo, bilog ang bola. Paminsan nasa taas ka, paminsan nasa baba ka. And it's just a cycle, di ba? You'll never know. Kasi si Terence kasi, and even Vic Manuel, unfortunately, we haven't seen them as regular as we want to
Yan.
due to injuries,
Tama.
diba? And hopefully, Terra Firma definitely can give them the playing time, diba? Na hinahanap nila, na hindi nila makuha sa heavily loaded na San Miguel, diba? Parang, but we might see a resurgence in the career or at least yung visibility and impact sa game ng Terence Romeo and Vic Manuel kasi we know for a fact they still have a lot in their tank to give. Terence, we know he's just a perennial scorer, right? Like the way kaya niyang score, it's unbelievable, di ba? It's very rare to see someone like Terence Romeo. And so we may get to see that even more. Ngayon na nasa Terra Firma sila, di ba? So he'll have the ball more, he'll have a lot of airtime, he'll have to lead the team. The same way, I think that's what caught yung mata ng San Miguel kay Wami tsaka kay Andres Cahilig, di ba? Yung ability nila na, uy, wait, Terra Firma, alam natin na usually bottom of the barrel tong team na to pagdating sa standings. And then now, all of a sudden, nagka-quarterfinals, all of a sudden, we talk about Terra Firma. And that has a lot to do with the likes of Kwame Chongson and Andreas Cahilig. And parang, actually, madami ng tao nga nagsasabi na parang ang tagal na nating hinihintay si Wami na mapunta sa isang team na kaya talaga mag-champion, di ba? And so, now he is positioned to do that. We're hoping lang that he gets to be utilized more kasi nga, Wami is a ball-dominant player, di ba? Dapat nasa kanya yung bola for things to happen, you have to give Wami the ball. So hopefully he can facilitate the San Miguel team. We know that for a fact na ay paano yung starting five nila, mabigat pa din di ba? So Wami may come off the bench. But again, he has to have the ball and let him do his thing, di ba? So either way, I think there's something exciting to see with this trade. But again, very fresh. Siyempre, may mga heartbreaks yan.
Yes.
You have players from Terra Firma parang going to adjust, di ba? I think mas mabigat yung adjustment sa Terra Firma kaysa sa San Miguel, di ba? Kasi matagal-tagal si Wami sa Terra Firma, di ba? Na siya talaga ang naging leader ng team na yun.
Yes. I'm not sure if you guys saw this, pero Vic Manuel posted sa kanyang Facebook account how he said na at first, una niyang post as expected. And then pangalawa niya namang post, sinabi niya na nasiyangan nga daw siya dahil buong time niya, lagi siyang back-to-back injury, so hindi niya nasulit.
Yes.
So for you guys na nakalaro na kayo, coaching, ano sa tingin niyo ang learning dito?
Well, learning, kailangan you're always ready na kung ano man yung mangyari. Because if you're a player, sobrang short stint lang talaga yan. It's not gonna be long career. It's gonna be short. Like, if you played 15 years, that's a blessing already. Now, sinasabi nila, if you play 10 plus years, that's a blessing. Kasi ang bilis ng transition. So, yun yung pinakamagandang learning sa mga players or sa mga aspiring players na you have to be ready. Whatever happens, yung careers nyo, yung kung ano man yung natatanggap nyo salaries, you don't splurge it out because I know it's easy money because you're doing what you love, which is playing basketball.
They're getting paid.
And you're getting paid, and that's easy money. So it's easy to spend also, but it's not that the
It's not
case
forever,
of.
no?
It's not forever. It's not the case of a basketball player. You have to realize 10, 15 years, that's a blessing already. Some players are blessed enough to last that long, but some hits rock bottom right away na you get traded, hindi ka na makasign another contract. So what are you gonna do? So yeah, kids, that's why you have to stay in school. that's that's why you have to stay in school. So you have to be ready. You're not be so scared or hindi ka mag-iisip, what will happen to me after this? What will happen? What's next? So you know what's next if you stay in school and then play basketball.
Last thoughts?
Yeah, I just second that. Like I said, we kind of expect, we do feel bad. Kasi di ba na yung Vic Manuel di ba? Parang ang lakas niya dun sa mga teams na napuntahan niya. Siya talaga yung parang anchor pagdating sa opensa sa poste.
Yep.
Di ba? And then nung napunta siya sa San Miguel, syempre napunta siya, hanggang may June Marca dyan, mahirap talaga. Di ba? Mahirap di ba? Tapos, wala isa mo ilalagay sa 4 siya, pagka sa 4 siya, biglang babagal yung San Miguel, di ba? So, parang I felt like he was bound for a team like San Miguel because of how good he is. But to fit in, di mo alam kung paano mo hahatiin
yung minuto.
Di ba? Tapos sinabayan mo pa ng mga injuries. So, hopefully, Vic Manuel stays healthy as he enters another season in his career. And then, lumabas pa ulit yun. Magkaroon ng resurgence. Like I said, I think it's good for Terrence and for Vic kasi may resurgence possibility sa career nila. And manotice na naman sila, di ba? And mabigyan ng halaga ulit yung talagang nagagawa nila. Because now, they have more airtime, kumbaga playing time in a team like Terra Firma.
Alright, now it's time for our NBA recap. Short recap lang guys, daanan lang natin. So, just to share with you guys, there we go. Minnesota Timberwolves versus Boston Celtics, 105-107. Washington Wizards against Indiana Pacers, 103-115. Dallas Mavericks against Miami Heat, 118-123. Los Angeles Clippers against Philadelphia 76ers, 125-99. Toronto Raptors against Cleveland Cavaliers, 108-122. And lastly, Brooklyn Nets 108 and again Sacramento Kings 103.
Yung Wolves saka no?
Ganda ng
Celtics,
game.
Yun talaga
Yung Cleveland ba? 35-0 na ba yan? Parang hindi pa natalo
Hindi, may isa na.
May isa na ba?
Alright, now it's time for our SPN Expert Picks.
Ayan.
So, ayan na, Coach Renren.
Last time ako pumili, mali-mali.
Redemption na.
Buti sinabi mo na para pag nagsabi ka ngayon, yung kabaliktaran yung pipiliin ng tao.
Oo, huwag kang maniniwala sa akin. Yan, sino ba yan? Pacers over Bucks.
Pacers over Bucks.
I'll go for Milwaukee naman. Yeah, they had ganda ng panalo nila the last time. I think nagwala si Lillard. Yung napanood ko. Versus Chicago, I think they won also.
Comeback
Oo. So, I think they're getting their bearings na. So, I think nag-warm up na sila. Silang dalawa ni Giannis. Giannis is always there. Siyempre, in the intangibles, Middleton's injured pa, dalawang ankles, di ba? So, yeah, he's a big piece for Milwaukee. So, hopefully, the others can grind this out. Yeah, Milwaukee against Indiana, I'm gonna pick Milwaukee.
Same ako.
Same.
Hindi, sabihin ko na lang, guys, paliin nyo yung kabila. Alala ko lang kasi si Coach Rendo
Mali din ako.
Hindi, pero Milwaukee din ako.
Alright, next. Nuggets over Knicks.
Ayan, ako gusto ko Denver. Ganda ng Denver maglaro Pero New York talagang laki nung nilakas nila, no? Nung dumating si Cat.
Si Cat, sorry, Cat. Yeah.
Oo, so nagkaroon sila ng balance actually. Pero Denver against New York, I'm gonna go for Denver.
Next game. Mavericks over Hawks.
I love the Mavericks now. But I think it's injured pa rin si Luka So Kyrie's handling the ball more kasi Luka's not there. Pero yeah, matitrade ba tong si Trae Young? Hindi ko maalala. Wala pa, pero still playing. Pero yeah, I'm gonna go for Dallas here.
And you?
Same.
But
again, guys, don't take our word for it. Don't take our word for it.
Malalakas yung pinipili namin, pero pag pumipili kami, the next day, talo
Don't blame us.
Parang 2 weeks ago, ganun din ako Parang yung mga pinili ko, lahat sablay
inaabangan ko lagi
Pero syempre pinanggalingan naman sa pinag-isipan pa rin naman.
Sobrang ina-analyze ko na next pick ko. Buti naman yun tumama.
Pag tinignan mo yung stats, pag tinignan mo yung standings, talagang sila biglang boom, talo the next day.
Alright, just to recap, Milwaukee, Denver, Mavericks.
Yes.
Right. Okay, now it's time for our comments. Magaling talaga yung si Boss Al. Nung pumasok siya sa Letran, instant 3-peat. Tapos laking improvement ng UST ngayon. Naniniwala ko na mahusay talaga siyang mag-motivate ng players and coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We totally
Results
agree.
show.
Yeah.
Results show. Lahat parang nga may golden handshake.
Yan.
Diba? And I've never been part of an organization, at least affiliated or at least close to a San Miguel Corporation team. It's usually MVP side. And so I was asking Coach Ren, di ba? Parang ano bang meron kay Boss Al? Parang ang galing niya eh. Parang lahat ng hahawakan niya, ang ganda ng resulta eh, di ba? Inevitable. And I think it's not just on the court, the motivation. I think it's even off the court because naririnig ko sa mga ibang tao na nahawakan niya, iba talaga eh, di ba? Yung parang siya yung tao masasandalan mo, malalapitan mo, and dahil sa kabutihan niya sa'yo, parang you'll wanna play well, di ba?
Yeah.
So, but again, I haven't had a direct parang relationship with SMC or let alone Boss Al, pero I've heard so many good things. And again, results show. I mean, until, di ba, lahat nakawakan eh.
Yeah.
Lahat nakawakan.
Yeah, maganda kasi din kausap si Boss Al because he's very straightforward. Sasabihin niya sa'yo, ito para sa'yo, okay coach, tapos na. Ganun lang siya kasimple. Yun yung interaction namin, the way he coaches, very straightforward. The way he says things, very straightforward. I think players or people appreciate that. Wala nang cooking on the side. Di ba?
Straight shooter.
Alam mo naman kung nagko-cooking yung tao eh. So, very straightforward. So, yeah, everybody appreciates that now.
Alright, next comment. Naalala ko yung coach na will try and madalas sabihin, unlike Coach Tim ko na we can. There's a big difference sa dalawang yan. Kudos sa MVP group at SMC group na nagsama kayo para sa ikakaganda ng basketball natin.
Yun yung sinasabi mong wall.
Yeah.
Kasi there's a tall wall there before na hindi nagsasama yung dalawang big groups. Now, natibag na yun, nagsama na. It's nakikinabang buong Pilipinas. Di ba? Especially the fans of basketball.
Next comment. Sobrang hinog na parehas yung Mapua at Benil. Napakatagal na ng hintay nila para sa chance na ito. Pero doon ako kay Escamis. Gayot na yan. Siya yung magdadala or maglulubog sa Mapua.
Anong gayot? Matanda na ba yan? Yung gayot? Ano yan? Mature na.
Mature na.
Hindi naman mukhang mature ha. Mukhang bata pa na yung tsura niya. Pero yeah, he's very, tough in that guard position. Stocky guard. Fast, he can shoot also. He can shoot the lights out and he can really defend. Itong si Escamis, pwede. Kaya nga siguro daming gusto makipagpalitan ng mukha dyan eh.
Wako din,
diba?
coach.
So yeah, I agree na siya yung magdadala and siya yung maglulubog because he's the heart and soul of Mapua.
And again, we have to mention the fact that he's a rookie MVP. I think one of the best decisions he's made is to move back to Mapua, di ba? Galing na yan ng high school ng Mapua eh. Tapos lumipat siya ng UAP school and then didn't work out, went back to Mapua and tingnan mo naman kung ano nangyayari sa kanya. So again, lesson for people, lesson for players, hindi pa tapos ang buhay mo, di ba? Sa isang team, di ba? Merong silver lining yan, just make sure that you find the right coach, find the right team for you, and things can look up for you.
Alright, our last comment. Gusto naman yung Terra Firma. Pero tingin nyo, maganda ba reunion ni Terence and Stan?
Nako, nagbalik yung combination nila.
Anong Eagles?
Luge.
Luge. Okay. Eagles,
Pero
Luge.
hindi Kyla dun
Galing mo, Kyla.
Street lingo mo Isa na kami ni Coach Ren. Repa Pips, mga ganun ba?
Ganun talaga pag mga kasama mo sa office, mga lalaki.
Taob tayo doon, Coach Ren.
Well, like I said, both teams makikinabang because Terra Firma needs veterans who can lead the team. And then, of course, si San Miguel kailangan bumata ng konti kasi yung championship caliber na team nila parang tumatanda na. So yeah, good addition both teams para sa akin.
But that was an exciting season, di ba? Nung yung Global Port, they had Terence Romeo and Stanley Pringle, di ba? So yung reunion na yan, it will be an exciting one. Obviously, they're not as young as they used to be, but still, hopefully makita tayo ng glimpses of their brilliance. And see, again, like I said, my favorite word for them is the resurgence, di ba? Yung muling pagbabalik nung Terence Romeo at Vic Manuel. And now the combination with Stanley Pringle.
Alright, that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you everyone for tuning in. Once again, I'm your host, Kyla
Hindi ka naman na-egos ngayon.
Hindi naman ako na-egos. Kanina nga nalito ako, anong gayon? Gayon ba yun yung ginamit kanina? But ayun, sports fans, if you're ready to elevate your sports experience, dive into the world of live sports like never before with Sports Plus. So register now at sportsplus.ph. And if you want to hear more from us, kindly follow us on our social media accounts. Once again, I'm your host, Kyla Cortez. Together with me are Rano Nutualo and Juan Tanal.
Peace.
Happy Monday, guys!
I was like on that last straw, and then I got the chance in the Philippines, and then I kind of guess my back was on the wall, and it just felt like I got to make this work.